90% of the money is made by investing in the right industry. But how do we judge what is the right industry? So, to judge that, here is the Michael Porter's 5 factor analysis. So, let's try and apply this framework on Google business versus an airline business. So, the first factor of the 5 factor analysis is entry barriers. So, what are the entry barriers in the industry? Because if there are entry barriers in the industry, the existing players can enjoy a high returns. So, that's why we need to understand that. Applying that on Google. So, in order to set up a altogether a new Google, you need a big infrastructure like Google. Same is with the airline industry. The capital requirement of the industry is immense, so that is high in both the cases. The second is threat of substitute. So in Google, in search engine businesses, the Google, let's say it is dominant in India, so nobody uses Microsoft or Bing. These search engines would be somewhere dominant in other countries, so it is medium, not high, not low, but Google needs to be aware of them. But in the airline industry, the threat of substitute is very high, because if you see, people can go to railways. In search engine, you cannot go to another altogether new thing, but for airlines, you can take by road, railways, waterways, anything. So that is something high there, but medium in this industry. The third is bargaining power of suppliers. So in airline industry, the bargaining power of suppliers, because suppliers are concentrated and powerful, they enjoy a high bargaining power. So that is also a negative for airline industry. But for Google, there is not much, because the rate is fixed of the AWS services. So there is no bargaining power there. That is also medium in there. Bargaining power of customers. So Indian customers, if they want to run ads on the Google, they don't have the bargaining power, right? But in the airline industry, the customers would simply switch to railways if the airlines increase their price so much. And the last and the final one is industry competitiveness. So in both the industries, there is industry competitiveness, but again in the Google one, the Google is dominant in India, so there is not much competitive intensity. But with the emergence of AI, there has been very fierce competitive intensity in the industry. So that is high in both of them. So this is how you will judge if the industry is worth, and it is mainly for the comparison purposes. Now there are flaws of the method. If you know what are the flaws of Michael Porter's 5 forces, drop your answers in the comment section. If you don't, stay tuned in for the part 2.